Hello there, and welcome back to welcome back to Satisfactory. There we go. That intro has been botched. Yay! Botched intro on Tuesday. Uh, anyway, yes, welcome back to our modded Satisfactory playthrough. If you're new here and want to know what the mods are, or I guess you don't have to be new here. You could have forgotten. If you want to know what the mods list is, the mods list is down in the description section. So Um, maybe go down there and take a look if you're curious or want to know what the mod authors is, as well as there's a link to the Satisfactory mod manager to go and download that should you wish. Super easy, super simple. Um, pretty much just about no knowledge required. It's pretty easy to use. Um, yeah. So now that that's all out of the way, I decided to get out of the way immediately because we got some work cut out for us today. First thing of our plans is to um, get these two factories that we just fixed. This one was last episode, and this one was the episode before that. Get these two factories finished and hooked. Okay, I did remove that. Good. Get them hooked into the main belt line that we got going on up here. Um, oh, today's Wednesday. I'm an idiot. Sorry. Today's a Wednesday episode. I've already had enough. I've already had my fill. Um, but yeah, so we need to get these two factories hooked into our massive, massive belt line going towards the city center. So, and of course, that right there is the city center. So, um, I need to redesign it. It was more of a temporary thing, but yeah, I do need to redesign it in a way. But yeah, it should be fun some point. Let's get these hooked on in. So these, uh, this factory over here, I believe is wire. Both of them need copper, so it's not like it's a big deal. We'll get them both lines hooked up to copper. I need to remember how I did it. I always forget how I did it, so I always have to come back to previous works and just copy, essentially. Okay, so we got both lines coming in, and then you've got splitters, one on each side of the center, just like that. Just like that. Okay, cool. Got it. Thought I would just come over here. This is what we did last time too. We brought all of these belts all the way over to the end here. So, um, by the way, in case you don't know, these foundations are temporary as as well. So, not to worry about that too much. I don't know. Okay, so those are now removed. I'm actually going to put I'm going to put a temporary ladder. Oh wait, no, never mind. We already got a ladder. Okay, this work. That works. So we got to remove two of the copper lines over here. So that one and that one works. So if I remember correctly, it is just like this, and just like that. This side of it, just like that, just like that. Okay. And on this bottom side here, so this one's right in the middle, so we can kind of guess that. So um, conveyor splitter needs to be right about there, I believe it is. Or is it like that? I can't remember. Back over here. I've already done forgotten. Okay, yeah. So they don't hang off of the foundation, so got it. Actually, we're going to be splitting off of all 3 copper lines, because I believe over there is copper sheets. Yeah. Yeah, those are copper sheets. So yeah, we're going to split off all 3 copper lines today. So I think I'm going to send the middle one both directions to kind of help out. Alright, so we'll get that set up. So this middle one goes... these conveyor splitters all of a sudden look rather large. Just all of a sudden. Oops. Okay. Yeah, this should be the input. Okay, yep, that's the input. Right, we gotta go back up there so we can see what we're doing. So we know where we're placing stuff. I think it's like that, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, just like that. Okay. Cool. And then what we'll do is I'll grab just a normal conveyor, just your normal average everyday conveyor lift. And here comes the lag. It happens. I don't want you to hook into anything. Stop it. Or is it going to hook? I might have to erase these because I don't want it to hook up. That way it doesn't get confused, which we've had before. Yeah, it's trying to hook to this one. So let's actually put those back. That's what was going on. Okay, got it. Go to the side again. Yes. Okay, there we go. And we'll have to remove this one. Oh no, I can just. Never mind. I could have just done this instead. Just like that. Okay, so what we'll do then is so that those conveyor lifts on the outsides won't hook up to that center one, we'll just take up that port immediately. So just like that. And just like that. Alright, cool. Then we'll use covered lifts to hook them in. Okay. Now we just got to put conveyor lifts on the other ends. So there. There. Man, this should be getting... Oh, they're not hooked up there. I was just like, wait a minute. Something ain't right. Just hook that directly back into there. Alright. So then what we'll do is, since there's no supports here, we're going to remove these legs. Because there won't be any supports there when we get around to actually placing those. But we'll go ahead and hook all these up. Make sure everything's connected properly. Yeah, for some reason they're splitting really fast. That was weird. That's fine. It's alright. Alright, so then we're going to take this over to here. Then we take that center one. We can hook up to it properly. No. Wait a minute. Oh, that's hooked up correctly. Why isn't it? That's definitely hooked to that. It's trying to hook to that lift for some reason. Oh, yeah. Oh, weird. There we go. Got it. Okay. Oh, yeah. That was weird. Okay, this should work. Yeah. Yeah. And then if I take this out, we're just doing testing. Hook that back into there. Yeah, that should run that belt. Okay, cool. So now that's going to run copper to all of those machines. This one's going to be significantly harder to do. There's a lot more crap in the way on this side. So hopefully we can disconnect this one so we can get a proper connection. Okay, we'll just have to go down here. Oh, there it is. There it is, and that should run that middle one. Yep, the outside ones are not running. Okay, and this one should run this outside one here. Of course, once I get it hooked up, wait a minute, where are these coming from? Oh, it's empty. Okay, remove that. Connect that one to there. Okay, that's running that outside one. Stop here in a second. Yep, there we go. Okay. Oops. Okay, the outside one is now working. The reason this center one keeps going is because it's split. It's split between both factories. So, okay. So now we're gonna go back up there. And rehook up our belts. Don't know why I said that was such a long S, but it's fine. Hook that up. Go to there. Go to there. Go to there. Nice. Alright, so that's now rehooked back up. So now both these machines are tied in to the inputs, or to the outputs of the main bus, but inputs into them. So now we just got to hook up these belt lines. Let's see, this is copper wire. Okay. Since copper wire is needs to go across the street, much like we need screws going down this way, I think I'm going to I'm going to hook it up till we got two belts into one, basically. Because, let's see, wire is mainly used for, yeah, copper wire is mainly used for cable. I think. I don't think we need two copper wire lines. And I don't want to go across this street here, where it's basically an unsupported line. I suppose that's not too bad, but I'd rather have it go to the main bus first, so we don't have to put any kind of structure in place or anything like that. So I'm trying to think, because it's a dual output that we got going on. I'm wondering if we should merge it and then split it. I think we should. We'll put, let's see, these are mergers. So that line comes in there, that line comes in there. Yeah. Okay, so we have to put mergers on the outside of it as well. And the reason, or no, put splitters actually. Oh no, we have to do the split merge, which is just basically a splitter right up against the wall here, or one away from it, but which is basically a splitter and then a merger. Yep, just like that. And then we'll take our belts, hook into there, hook into there, and hook into there. Okay, now we need to remove this plate here. See, this is reinforced plating. Yeah, so we're going to hook directly into this, or directly here. I need one of them, please. Okay. Yeah, this is way better, just to add a belt. Or just to add, or not add a belt, but add a single belt, essentially. Yeah, then we don't have to have another splitter or a merger. Two. That support. That's not what I meant to remove. This. That back. Okay, cool. And there she goes. I don't know if I can tell if I have any wire in between those. Yep, I do have wire in between them. Okay, so they are going. Yep, here's our copper wire. I get rid of this. Okay, and we have copper wire hooked up. I'm just gonna put this back in there for now. I don't know why, just because. Yeah, nah, get out of here. Whatever, I changed my mind. Okay, so the dual outputs are now hooked in. I was going to have, the reason I had dual outputs because I was going to have two lines coming out, and maybe in the future we will, and we'll just have to rejigger our lines here, but I just don't see a point right now. But that option still is open. It's not like it's an option that's ruined forever now or anything. I could easily change it around. I guess not easily, but yeah, it is what it is. I think I put the merger, yeah, I put the merger on the west side because it's just easier to hook in that way. So, okay, splitter. Since we're down here, that conveyor splitter's getting full of copper sheets. And then conveyor merger. Use this real quick. It's temporarily. Okay. Yep, that's now getting. In this center, yep, that also has it. Okay, good. So I just gotta go back up to the top. Catch it. Nope. Dang it. Almost had it. Back over here. The only reason I have 2 lines of concrete is because that's going towards our steel mill, which is going to be in this area right here. I'm going to dedicate half of it to steel pipe and then steel beams. So that'll be that. It'll be a steelworks factory essentially. It's all going to be one big building, I think. It should be anyway. So now we'll put this up right there. And then I'm using normal lifts here because then we'll be able to see the product going up and down as we travel the roads, which I think is pretty cool. One, two. Let me remove that real quick. Because I need this. There you go. Cool. There's our copper sheets. From here. Oh, whoops, there's a cross support there. There's our copper sheets. Okay, so now both these buildings are now hooked into the main bus line. Gosh, this bus line's getting massive. That's what she said. Yes. So now our plan is going to be remove all of that and reconfigure that, which is not going to be fun because placing those stuff was done with the micromanager, which, again, not fun. But we'll figure it out. So that'll be our next task here. Yes, that'll be our next task. Because this still needs redone. Okay, gonna get a lot of cable from this. A lot of wire. Don't worry, we'll put it back. Yes. Full up on inventory. I'm gonna try to make a full circle out of this. I'm gonna try. I think it'll look pretty cool if it's like that. A lot of little bits to this one. This one was a little more complicated to set up. If we had a blueprinter, we'd be able to just place it, but that's what it is. Okay, so first I'm going to establish our walls so that we know how much space we're working with. Which, by the city, by law, in the city here, your buildings have to be, they have to be with 1 full foundation walking all the way around the building. Unless there isn't a street between buildings, then you can go. You can have a smaller space, but this is still a foundation, so not a big deal there. But yeah, that's a law I'm making up. I'm putting it on the books. That'll be our precedent for all of our buildings to have at least one sidewalk all the way around. Or one thing for sidewalk all the way around. 2, 3. So that. That. I think I made this to be a square anyway. 2, 3. Am I correct? Yep. Okay. Also, this needs to go across there. Actually, it needs to go all the way to here as well. Oh, keep going. Yeah, keep going all the way. Alright. Foundations, 4 meter. We use 4 meters from now on. Who cares what the underside looks like, right? Let's carry this all the way along. Got our half meter here. Oh wait, no, we did kind of remove that. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do for the top here yet. I suppose we'll put this in. Just in case I don't do anything with it, I suppose. Okay, there we are. Yeah, and then we gotta go underneath. It's this one. We can hit H here. Go all the way down to the bottom, and then hold Z. Oh. Can't afford it. I'm out of concrete. Not that we're hurting for concrete. We got hundreds. We got thousands actually. We got thousands and thousands and thousands of concrete. It's looking pretty good, eh? I like it. I am liking it. Eventually, I need to go back in here and remove all those temporary foundations up there and actually put the proper supports in. And it'll be even nicer. Be real nice. Here's our concrete box. Look at our thousands of concrete. And no, I did not cheat this in case you knew. I literally just hooked up this box, this modded box, to my 5 concrete machines. I only had 5 at the time. We now have 10, but I had 5 at the time, and we've spent so much time doing other stuff that it just accumulated in this box here. So yeah, we'll never need concrete again for a very, very long time. But these buildings will get expensive, so it's not like it's going to last forever. It's going to last a long time, though. Very long time. good, very good. I'm gonna have to go back and get more concrete because I need to put up this wire stuff. Still have even more wire. So much wire. Actually have tons of cable too. Get rid of that. It's also what's holding me up. There we go. I'm so used to Dyson Sphere program lately that I've you know how you in flight mode you can use the middle mouse button to as you're holding W to rotate your mech in flight mode. Well, I was just trying to do that. I was trying to rotate my camera with the middle mouse button, and in this game the middle mouse button is copy, so I can copy buildings and things, so we don't have to find it in the menu all the time. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That should be enough for a while. And we just have so much concrete there. Yeah, if you had like 50,000 bags of concrete inside of a box, I wonder how much that box would weigh. Well, I guess you could do the math. Actually, I have a calculator. Oh, wait, I have a calculator built into the game. So if you've got 50, 1, 2, 3. If you've got 50,000 bags of concrete and they each weigh the average bag of concrete, which quickcrete, which is what we're looking at, um, that they weigh 80 pounds apiece. So yeah, that's 4 million pounds. That's a lot. uh, that I don't think that concrete slabs underneath that would hold that box up. Weighs 4 million pounds. That's a lot of weight. And it weighs even more than that because if you actually look at the picture, if we go off the, oops, we got the picture of concrete. There's actually 3 bags. So if you take 4 times 3, that's 12 million because there's 3 bags per bit there. I actually don't even know how much I have. It's probably more like on the lines of 25,000, but it's a lot of concrete. And that's why you get set up with concrete early in this game. So as soon as you can, in the very, very early game, is set up a machine making concrete. Set up a couple of machines making concrete. Just concrete out of limestone. And then have your main one, the one you're supplying yourself with. You're going to do it that way. And then have another one just kind of off by itself that you never touch. Hook it up to a few boxes. And then, come back in like 10, 20 hours of your game, and you'll have a crap load of concrete because it'll just make forever as long as you get the power. As long as you have the power. Okay, we need to find the center of this again. I think it's this square here. Yep, sure is. Alright, this is going to be interesting. Alright, so what I want to do, I actually want to make this a full circle rather than a half circle. Getting the stuff in here is going to be interesting. Getting into the center of the circle. I guess we don't have to do a full circle. We can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We could have 7 per floor, and that would make a circle. Suppose that's a possibility. So say if we have ooh, that's too close. No. trying to figure out about how much space we need. 2 off of center, probably. 2. 1, 2. No, I think they need to go a little bit further. It's going to be tight. Yep, it's going to be tight. One more space. Forward. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And we're going to put this one right like that. One, 2, 3. One, 2. And that should get us within the ballpark. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Okay. So now we need the micromanager. Let's make this stuff easy. Enough anyway. Has that board gotten smaller? I swore that board got smaller. Maybe. Alright, so it's control left mouse button to select, and then to rotate it, it's control J and L. So I think it's there. Is it? Something like that. And then we want the Alt keys, and we'll use I and K to move it in. Wait, is that getting bigger? No. No, of course not. Just making sure. How do we make stuff bigger? Control and Alt, okay. Hopefully it's just moving it. What is happening here? Oh, it was shoving me backwards. What? I didn't realize I had collision with it. Yeah, it looks the same. Okay. So we are just making sure, because sometimes sometimes in this game keys will act like they're stuck, which is a bit strange. Okay, so from here we can go Control, rotate, try to get us in the same position. So I'm not exactly sure exactly how many rotations I need. Yeah, we could do it like that. With the 2 bolts on top of each other. Okay, it's not quite center. It says it is here. The bolts are on the inside. It shows it's center, or it shows that it would be center. But it's not center here. I don't think it can be. It looks off slightly. This is center here. Right there, center. control right mouse button. There we go. That should work. Control left mouse button. I need to remember how many rotations it is as well. So it's control. No, that's alt. This is control. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Or is it 8? It might be 8. Alt. All back. Oh, actually, it's 9. Alt. These two should be on top of each other. Not quite. Those two are much further on top of each other. No, it's not quite the same, but it is. At the same time, it's very strange. Okay. Control right mouse button. And yeah, that one's more in the center than this one is. This one didn't want to center for some reason. That's close enough. And this does take a while. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Not to where it's just idly touching it. Yeah, that looks the same. It does look center, so control right click, control left click, then we need to control 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then alt. All the way in. Yeah, see how this one's on top? It's very strange. Yeah. Control right click. We might try this one again. See if we can control. Okay, alt. And see how it is? It's weird. It's very strange. It's not rotated correctly. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, it was rotated correctly. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This one in particular. Wants to be slightly different than anybody else or everybody else. Oh well. Control right click. Alright, then we'll have everything come in the back here. Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit of a pain to set up, but it does work. So now we're going to go logistics, and we're going to go conveyor splitters, and we're going to aim them this way. That's pretty crazy. So then we're going to go. It's going to be a little bit. It's going to be a little bit crazy, I think. What we could do is we could stack several on top of each other, but that'd be very strange. Yeah, because it's just like, okay, so this one's going to go there, there, and there, and then the next one's going to go there, there, and there, and there. So, unfortunately, we won't be able to have these. It looks cool, but just won't be able to have those. Um, Unfortunately, with the way the splitters are. So we'll just have to do these then. So, Control Shift. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and go 1, 2, 3. We gotta leave 2 of them there. Okay. Then we're gonna go covered lift, just like before. I think it's 8 meters. Is it? Yeah, it's 8 meters. Okay. So 8 meters, 8 meters, and this one should be 7 or 6 maybe. 6 meters. So yeah, 6 meters is correct. I'm just hoping the belts will go to it. Was afraid of that. Crap. Because we had enough room before, but we don't have enough room here. The only other thing I can think to do is maybe take a conveyor splitter here. Like that. Then take this left control, or control left, well I guess it is left control. Left control, left mouse button. Control, rotate, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, 9, sorry. There we go. Just like that, and then basically use this to push the conveyor lift into the machine, basically. Um, Trying to think. So maybe Alt 5, 6. Trying to get it to where. Yeah, that looks relatively the same. Or relatively would it be? Then we'll go Control right click. And we're going to stack this one. So this is just temporary. This is just temporary, so that what we can do is, let's go to this side, so we can hook into it. So yeah, what we can do is we can take this lift and hook it on in like that, as like part of the machine. Remove our splitters. And we should have enough room there, hopefully. Yeah, that's much better. There we go. Looks a little funky, but I think it'll be alright. And again, an absolute pain to set up. We might be figuring out a different way, I think. Yeah, because it's too much of a pain to actually get set up. And we're going to need, I'm just thinking, I just remember having tons and tons of cables machines. And I think it's going to be a problem later on. So if we just do this, right? And maybe we set it up in such a way that, well, that'd be a very, very tall building. Maybe we'll just set it up like we would anything else. Just save the precedent. Something like that. Just save what we've already got and just set up production like anything else. I think that's the best way to do it. 2. 2. I can't even fit 5 machines in here. Oh, it's a mess. Oh, it's a mess. I guess we could, trying to think, if we do it like that, I'd like that maybe. Or we could just have it, or this can just be a really, really tall building. We do it like this. Man, that's going to be that's going to get very, very complicated very, very quickly. This is only 3 wire machines. Oof. We have enough for 5, so we need to figure out how we're going to get 5 in here. One, two. 1, 2. I like what we had going, but it doesn't fit anymore. It just doesn't fit within the factory anymore. Plus, yeah, the amount of work it takes just to set it up is incredibly, incredibly crazy. Like this. And then we just have this space in the middle. So this will make it like unique, I guess. Some way or another. Yeah, this is what I'm just going to have to go with. I have too small of a space to work with. And yes, I do have a micromanager to make the machines smaller. But I'm not going to do that. Because I always plan for the future in this game, or in games when I use mods. I try to plan in a way that in case I have to lose my mods, oops, it's like just in case I have to lose the mods, I'm not going to be screwing myself too hard. Because if I have small machines in the game and I have to get rid of the micromanager for whatever reason, we need mergers here. I don't know what I was thinking. I could be screwing myself that way, and it could break the save entirely. I think that's correct. Yes, it is. Shift Z. So yeah, I mean, if our buildings end up looking generic, um, then they end up looking generic. I'm not going to be too fussed about it. I'm going to be more proud of the fact that I built, that each one of these buildings has its own function in a big old uh, in a big old town, I should say. It can't be really classified as a city. I don't have hundreds and hundreds of buildings I'm going to be making, so. Um, but yeah, we'll just set this up generically like we would normally. These seem to be a bit further away from the center than these are. So it's like this. Yeah, it's just like that. Okay, that's fine. I don't mind if it's a little close to the center. This one's a pretty tight space, so I want to be careful with that. Anyway, now we lost our our uniqueness for this one. But it's too much work to set it up without being able to duplicate it in some fashion or another. Where it takes 20 minutes to set up 5 machines. It's just like no, it's not worth the uniqueness it would bring. Um, because it would just look unique. You wouldn't function uniquely or anything like that per se. And as you can no doubt tell, I'm not an architect either. Obviously, I'm not an architect. I'm not you know a person that has super high creativity for building in this game. I build more functionally than I do anything else. Okay. Okay, splitter. H. 2, 3. Control Z. Oh, pressing all the wrong keys. Okay. There. Alrighty. So most of that's hooked up. Just gonna get these conveyor wall-ups in place. It's there. So just like that. That should be the center. Yes, it is. Okay. And we'll bring that to there, that to there, and that to there. We need our foundations that we're using for floors. It's all the way over. Yep. Okay. Logistics. Floor hole. And then to connect this one directly over. There she is. And then just a normal conveyor lift right here. One down. Starting to remember everything. I've repeated this pattern so many times. Oh, we're out of belts. We're out of plates. Reinforced platings. But I do have... Oh, I don't have any more. Oh, crap. Well, I do, but... That's right. I forgot that the box is empty up here. Or box is empty down there. It's we done removed it last episode. That's okay. We'll go over here and grab machines of it. Because we do have machines hooked up and ready to go. And they're full. We just don't have... We never did finish hooking up the this belt line to bring that stuff back this way. Which I'm going to have it output at the top of the hill here. It's 1, 2, 3, and then that, and then that's how tall the buildings were. Okay. And then, so yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just walls. I'm actually going to bring a double out. And eventually, so what we'll do is we'll send one line over here, because this is the frames. This is the frames platform. And then we'll send one belt down and down and over along this. So just sticks. We could actually get part of it hooked up anyway. It's right there. That's really freaking high up. So it's like there. Where should we go? Should go there probably, huh? Hopefully I can reach all the way up. Let's see, where's the center? There's one wall, there's 2 walls, 3 walls, 1 wall, 2 wall, 3 wall. Yeah, so I did ping the center. Okay. Looks like I got all the height right as well. So let's be the one that goes. Oh, I'm out of reinforced platings. That's what I came up here for. It's like I said, we got machines of it. Nope. It's gonna turn on a buttload of factories, but it's alright. Okay. Gonna grab a covered lift. That's as low as she goes, man. Sheesh. How will this look? You know, that's not so bad. I don't mind that. that could be full of reinforced plates going back to um, the base over there. Once we get to that point, but at least that's set up. I don't mind that. Would be nice if some freaking supports for these damn lifts. If the supports are next to a wall or right above a foundation, I think they should put in there. It should put in its own legs. At least that's what I think. Okay, so we got the reinforced belts now. We can just do need to put in these walls as well. So dual input, dual output. I don't know why I do a dual output. It's just for later, because if you do a single output and then you go to dual output, then you kind of have a lopsided belt system. I don't know. That's just me, I suppose. Okay. Just like that. Alrighty. Texture. Quick ladder. Go to the top here. Oh, whoops. I put those in the wrong spot. It's supposed to be down here. Yeah, there we go. Right, and then logistics. Conveyor mergers. Just like that. And just like that. I'll grab our normal lift. Hook it in here. Hook it in there. Hook it in there. Hook it in there. And we'll grab our conveyor splitters. Control Z. Control Z. Okay. Covered lifts. That end. There. That end. There. Alrighty. Cool. That's all set up there. Oh, and then of course we need the conveyor floor hole. There. And then just a normal lift. Oops. It's going the wrong way. Alrighty. Grab our conveyor lift. Go down 1. Grab our conveyor stacker. Right to there. 2, 3, 4. Just like that. Perfect. And then we can grab that one once more. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll go right on into there. Alrighty, that's that setup. We'll just need power, double wall outlet. Grab this to here. Grab this to here. Okay. Bring this on over to here. I'm just going to hook directly into that because it's so close. Okay. There we are. We do need to set these up for cable again. Control C, Control Shift W, V, 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 and V. Cool. So all those are set for cable. Yeah, we still do need to hook it from the outside. Okay. Then we'll go and grab all of the cables, fit them all or put it all into these machines. It's going pretty slow. Well, these ones got to travel a little bit further, I think. There we go. Now they've stopped. Okay. And then go grab all the wire. Fill these on up. Sometimes the screens don't want to leave. That went up instead for now. Yeah, these wires aren't staying, but I'm actually thinking about running the cable lines along the top and then connecting the light poles from the top up there and having cables come down. I think that might be a better looking way of doing it rather than daisy chaining them down the middle. Although it is cool looking at him doing this, but crossing or these street crossings are a bit of an issue, so they'd have to be much taller and whatnot. So anyway, oh wow, we're way over time. I think that's going to be it for this episode of Satisfactory. We got our cable machine done, our cable factory put back together and whatnot. So that's pretty much all the renovations the renovations we needed to do. I think from here on out it's going to be mostly building new stuff. So should be much better than what we've been getting lately as far as content wise. But hey, sometimes you need to completely redo an entire um, several blocks of machines or of buildings and whatnot in order to get things done and get what you want out of it. But like I said, I think that's going to be it for this episode of Satisfactory. And until next time, hope you enjoyed. And until then, I guess I'd say goodbye.